Well, it's obvious the weather impacts all of us, everything from what we wear to the food we eat.
And right now, the hot, the dry, the windy events are contributing to winter wheat loss in the Great Plains. According to researchers at Kansas State University, climate change will only make the issue worse in the coming years.
And KSHB 41 News reporter Jan Kim passed the mic to those most impacted and also those working to find long-term solutions.
If you're like most Americans, you love going for a pint at the end of a workday or treating yourself to that pastry in the break room. An average person in the U.S. consumes about 132 pounds of wheat flour per year. But what if extreme weather and climate changes across the country are threatening one of our favorite necessary sources of grain?
In order to better understand the issue, learn about the long-term implications, and explore ongoing solutions in wheat production, we pass the mic to a Kansas wheat farmer, an agronomy professor, a local consumer, and a wheat breeder working to develop stronger varieties.
In eastern Kansas, our weather is always extreme. It always has been.
For 4 generations, the Guttermans have been fighting unpredictable weather. They have to. Growing corn, soybeans, and wheat is their livelihood.
If you have a bad weather event that takes yield off, it's not only does it affect your checkbook, but it kind of affects you emotionally.
Long-term sustainability means learning to work with Mother Nature. That's why on much of their land, they're proactively experimenting and adapting their practices.
What don't we know now that we will know in 50 years? That's going to make us more resilient.
Dr. Chuck Rice is a university distinguished professor of soil microbiology at Kansas State University.
This has been a slow, evolving crisis.
He says evidence shows that climate change has accelerated in the last 40 years. Compounded extreme weather events are projected to increase in intensity, frequency, and duration.
Snow or rain or more droughts.
Dr. Rice and his cohorts at K-State published a study quantifying the negative impacts of climate change on wheat production. They found that hot, dry, windy events led to a 4% yield reduction per 10 hours of extreme weather. Because of this, experts like Dr. Rice are concerned not only about sustainability, but also the greater trickle-down effect on Kansas' economy. When everything you sell is made from scratch,
from the cookies to the cakes to the breads to the sandwiches,
you care a whole lot about the quality, price, and accessibility of its main ingredient.
Because when you look at a core product like flour, if that becomes scarce, you've got panic, you've got true pain being felt.
Robert Dunsing with Best Regards Bakery and Cafe is constantly dancing with the price and availability of wheat.
I'll just start yours again.
Compared to just 3 months ago, a bag of flour went up $7. Robert tells me they've already started making changes to their menu items.
We didn't compromise any quality, but we did change the portion size, so the sandwich is still large, just a little bit thinner bread.
But that cut his flour usage by about 40%.
The worst offending products I just quit making. I just don't make anymore.
Future climate change will largely depend on the mitigation of greenhouse gas emissions. But because it's difficult to control outside factors, Dr. Alan Fritz and his team are focused on breeding stronger crops.
Disease resistance, yield potential, drought tolerance, heat tolerance, quality.
It takes about 11 years from crossbreeding to releasing a new variety to Kansas farmers. So in order to produce wheat that can withstand the climate in a decade, they need to be in this incubator now.
I think the concern is that we could see these conditions change more rapidly, and can the breeding keep up?
Dr. Fritz tells me countries often share germplasm for breeding. The wheat you see here are native to some of the harshest climates on the planet.
We know that there are genes in those materials that will help our varieties tolerate those conditions here.
His team releases about 2 varieties of wheat every 3 years and have heard great success from local farmers.
This soil is bare, right?
Back here at the Gutterman Brothers family farms, Nick tells me 3 changes have really helped his wheat against extreme weather.
What we're starting to observe out here is we have about 4 to 6 more inches of black dirt where we're doing the cover cropping.
Cover cropping is when farmers plant other crops in its place during the off-season to make sure the soil is always being used. You can see the stark difference just by looking at both sides of this land.
I can't just eat in the 6 months out of the year, so you got to feed the soil with a living plant.
The second change he made is no tilling. By only making small slits to plant the seeds, it keeps the soil compacted and covered. It helps build soil structure and fights against erosion in case of high precipitation. It's difficult to find solutions that balance the needs of local farmers and the limitations of resources and federal funding. But Kansas grows more, stores more, and exports more wheat than any other state right now. And all parties involved agree they want to keep it that way.
That's one of the things I enjoy about my job, is just the ability to have tangible evidence that what we're doing matters.
Jian Kim, KSHB 41 News.